Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Chapter 10. The next day the boys continued to play and swim. When they were tired, they lay on the dry, hot sand and then went swimming again. But in the evening, all of them were sad. Tom thought about Becky. He wanted to see her. Joe sat looking unhappy. Finally he said, "Oh, boys, let's give it up. I want to go home. I feel lonely." "Oh, no, Joe, you'll feel better later," said Tom. "Just think of the fishing here." "I don't need fishing. I want to go home." "But, Joe, this is such a good place for swimming." "I don't want to swim. I want to go home. I want to see my mother." "Go home if you want," said Tom. "They will laugh at you, and we will stay here and play. Won't we, Huck?" Huck said nothing. Joe took his things and began walking to the bank of the river. Tom was unhappy. He looked at Huck. Huck dropped his eyes. Then he said, "I want to go too, Tom. Let's go with us." Tom couldn't believe his ears. He couldn't understand Huck. "Tom, I will go." Tom was angry. He stood and looked at Huck, who was going away. Tom stood still for a moment and then ran after his friends, shouting, "Wait, wait, boys, I want to tell you something." Joe and Huck stopped, turned around, and looked at Tom. When he came to them, he told them about his secret, and they liked it very much. So the boys came back and played again, talking all the time about Tom's wonderful plan. At midnight, the boys woke up because a storm began. "Quick, boys, go to the tent!" cried Tom. They ran to the tent and stayed there till the storm was over. When they went back to the camp, they saw that their beds were wet. The boys were cold and wet too. They made a fire, ate some ham, and after that they sat by the fire and talked about their midnight adventure until morning, because there was no any place to sleep. On Saturday morning, the boys went to the beach and lay down on the sand to sleep. Then they played Indians and had much fun. To be continued.